Dude, how do I even roll this conversation? Alright, I'll hit it off with this. I want to say I had like a good 20-minute scroll through TikTok. Oh, TikTok, dude. I feel like that's kind of like a hotspot with this kind of stuff because like everyone seems to be quite open with it. But it's not even like the frequency I see people talking about like being depressed or anything like that, right? I'll explain why I'm using air quotes in about like 20 seconds time. But like, it's not even like the frequency I see it as, it's like what the perception of depression is to a lot of people now. Because like, it used, okay, gosh, how do I don't know how to like explain this without like sounding insensitive. Oh, okay, wait. I think a lot of people now like take it in the sense of having like multiple bad days in a row or like burnout, and then like twist it and start like relating to like different videos that like discuss depression because there's a lot of overlap, but then they like label it as depression and now all of a sudden everyone's depressed, whereas like I feel like a good like 40% or like at least, okay, 30%. I'm not even gonna pinpoint everyone. I just mean like as like a general like I feel like a good like 30% batch of those people have just like not fully understood the concept. And the thing is that like kind of jars me out with this kind of stuff. It's like it's I feel like this will make like more sense as I go along. It might sound absolutely horrific right now, but like it's kind of like changed the definition of depression, because the thing is depression is a very fucking serious thing and it lasts a really long time. It's really hard to get out of. Like, it's literally the main leader to suicide. Like, do you know, like, it is like, it's dangerous. And like, I think now a lot of people like, oh, dude, because like I'm gonna give, okay, I think for this it's quite fair if I give like my own experience with it, right? Because like I've also had it to the extent of it leading to like attempts, and like it's just like, for me it's a very long time. It's a very much back and forth. I'm sorry, I'm stuttering a lot. It's just like something I have, I can't help it. But I had it for a very long time, and for me it's a very much back and forth thing, you know? But it usually comes in very large batches at a time, and it's quite heavy. There's a very differentiable difference to the extent that people around me also notice it, you know, because it's very visible. And even if you can mask it for a certain amount of time, there's like, I think it's different if you live alone, but the thing is like, there's only a certain amount of time you can mask it before it kind of drops. And like, it got to that extent for me as well, because like, fucking years, right? And it's, alright, I'll say this, right? It's a lot of bedrotting, but that is where people get mixed. Because bedrotting is not, I don't know, dude, so many people I see, they see bedrotting as something that's like, just like staying in bed all day, like, I don't know, like just being on your phone, like watching a movie, like, but the thing is with that is like a good amount of people who say that, like they'll still like get up to go downstairs and get some food or get a drink or something like that. Whereas like the real version of bedrotting is genuinely like you won't eat, you won't drink, you literally do not have motivation or energy to do any of that kind of stuff. You won't shower, you won't brush your teeth. Nothing like that, right? That is literally like how it looks. Your room's also going to be a shithole, by the way, because you won't have the energy to clean it. You're going to get bugs in your room sooner or later. You ain't going to take plates down, so shit's going to start rotting in your room. Like, you know? And I don't think that is a very heavy misconception. So I just want to get that out of the way, but I'll continue on, right? I feel like this is a good, like, so, you know, I'm there, and it's, like, a long time. And, like, here and there, I'll get up, like, a few times where I would, like, get help. I would have help showering and brushing my teeth. Brushing my teeth was not as frequent, though, because it's kind of hard to assist someone with that. But with showering, yes, I had to. Because it was just really fucking bad. And, like, I think when people talk, okay, that's the kind of stuff that makes you lose your fucking will to live. That's the shit. Because you're aware that you're not doing, like, anything with your life, and it stops feeling like it's worth it. You don't actually, it's not even, you don't feel anything. Like, it's not even like you're not even upset. Like, you feel nothing. And, like, after a while, that starts to fuck with you. And that's when it goes, like, worse and worse, because, like, from that, it's like, you don't feel excitement from anything. You don't, like, you don't want to do anything. You lose everything. Like, you lose, like, not even motivation, but you lose, like, the want to even want to do anything. And that's the shit that makes me want to, like, die. Like, it really is. And, like, whenever, like, gosh, it really annoys me when people start, like, this is what I mean, like, I was scrolling through, and, like, so many videos that I see, and it's just, like, haven't, like, I just, like, stayed home for a week and didn't do anything, like, I'm really depressed, and it's just, like, that's not what it is. Maybe this background is, like, something I know, but, like, I'm just literally using this as an example, because, like, fuck, like, how? Like, that is so insensitive. Or, like, gosh, I don't know. Like, even when it's like, oh, like, I've started, like, cancelling out on plans and stuff like that for, like, 3 days. Like, and I feel like whenever I talk about this stuff, it sounds like I'm trying to, like, compare myself, which is, like, this is not what I'm trying to do. I'm just saying, like, I feel like depression is really, like, losing its definition. And it's kind of, it's not even that it's normal. I mean, it is normalized. It's very normalized, but this isn't even, like, the topic I'm, like, trying to, like, discuss. It's more of, like, people saying something's depression when it's not, which essentially makes it lose its meaning. And, like, I don't want to get too much into, like, specific examples, because then I feel like I'm gonna, it's a risky topic to talk about, because you don't want to, like, offend anyone, but at the same time, like, I respect that it looks different for everyone else, and it's not always, like, the same copy and paste thing. But there is also things that are, like, totally out of league that, like, most certainly isn't depression, but then people just, like, say it is because it's easier to describe. That's the worst thing, dude. Holy fucking smokes. When someone's, like, crying, and then they're like, they say that's depression, but there's a clear differentiation. That's a very common one. And it's like, fuck, I don't know. But it really pisses me off. And the thing is, you can kind of tell when it's real and when it's not. Not when it's real and when it's not. Jesus Christ, that's a horrible way to describe it. I'm so sorry. I didn't know. I mean, like, when it's like, gosh, how do I, like, you can tell when someone's being more sincere about it, because, like, you can tell they want help as well. There you go. That's one thing. Obviously, not everyone does want help with it. That's a very like frequent like thing. Because like you don't really know how to describe it, right? It's like it's kind of like one of those like weird like topics where like you can't really describe it until you experience it. Whereas like, I mean, fuck, it's a hard topic to get around. But you can also kind of tell because like people flex it. They flex being depressed. That's a perfect way to put it. Fuck, I don't know why it took me 10 minutes in. People flex it a lot. And I'm not entirely sure why. But that's what I see so frequently. And like, sometimes it feels like a competition between who's had it the worst. And that is like awful. That is fucking horrible. I don't know why like it can turn into a competition, but apparently it can. And that's how you know. Because people who do that, they use like the like mainstream symptoms and then like don't understand that it comes in different forms with different people, and they try to compete with you for it. They're like, oh no, actually I stayed in my bed for like fuck knows how long, 6 months, while you only stayed in your bed for 2. You might not even stay in your bed at fucking all. Like, it doesn't, I don't know. I don't want this whole video to come off as like insensitive, because the people who I'm referring to, you know who you are, okay? Like, but that's kind of my message out there. I don't have much more to say about it, but it was just on my fucking mind in the moment, and I was like, dude, I need to talk about this. But yeah, kind regards. That's my message. In the next one.